This is the BMW X5. It gives you pretty much everything you'd expect from a large 4x4. Butch looks, tons of space, and a lord it over the poor people ride height.
But what makes it one of the best SUVs on the market is the unexpected stuff that it does. Like, it's got this ability to fling itself down a country lane like a fast saloon without making you feel like you're going to decorate the nearest field with bits of broken Beamer. Now this, on the other bumper, is the BMW X6. Now, it's very much like an X5, except more pointless.
Its coupe-style body makes it, if we're being blunt, really bloomin' ugly, and gives you less space inside. Its new sportier suspension makes it, sportier, but that's pointless too, because handling wasn't a problem in the first place.
There are some other, I don't know, slight issues. Have you ever seen a hatchback this high? It's actually level with my chest. You'd have to bench press the shopping to get anything in here, and I'm not sure my wife could actually get things out the back of this boot without climbing in first. There's a nice little underfloor storage area where you can hide your laptop and stuff. Problem being, that big gap means that there's no spare. And you see these tyres and wheels here? Well, they're actually 20-inch rims on 315 section tyres. The last time I drove something with rubber that wide, it was a Lamborghini.
And from the inside, that narrow window line and high bum make for precious little vision. There are only 4 seats in here. You can get 7 in an X5, and that rear windscreen, well, it's basically just a slot.
Once you get up front, the slight feelings of pointlessness remain, because there's nothing particularly special up here. All the dash and the door cards and the centre console, even the gear stick, are exactly the same as the X5. It does feel slightly different because the seating position's a little bit more sporty, and of course this windscreen's quite a lot more raked back. But I can't see the point. Or rather, I couldn't see the point until I did this. The X6 is the best handling SUV, big 4x4 thing on the market today, bar none.
Now, the X6 has one of the most high-tech 4x4 systems currently on sale. To describe it properly, you need to use words like mechatronic and superimposed gear sets. So instead, I'll just tell you that it provides each wheel with the perfect amount of grunt to give the perfect amount of grip.
It just makes mincemeat of the laws of gravity and momentum. It actually feels a bit like a Nissan Skyline GTR with a suspension lift. Don't laugh. It is, to put it mildly, bonkers.
The engine we have here is the £45,000 twin-turbo straight-six 3-litre diesel that BMW confusingly call the xDrive 3.5D. It has 286 brake horsepower and a mountain of torque. 0 to 62 miles an hour comes up in a smidge under 7 seconds, and it'll do 34 miles to the gallon.
There's a selection of other petrol and diesel engines, all of them brilliant, but the one you really want to watch out for is coming in November, and that's basically a 4.4 litre V8 with twin turbos, 407 horsepower, does 0 to 60 in about 4.8 seconds. It's absolutely mental.
When I first saw the X6, I laughed. I thought it was a niche too far. But it justifies its existence simply by driving so well and setting a new benchmark.
So as it turns out, there actually is a point to the X6. You just have to make it from the inside. A, so that you can drive it, and B, so that you don't have to look at it.
Tom, can I have a word with your head a minute, please? You're scaring me. This car should be renamed by BMW the Extra Hideous. It's a pig. What's wrong with you, man?
Listen, I actually agree with you. I don't think this is the best-looking vehicle in the world.
Good.
But for this type of car, in terms of ride and handling, this sets a new benchmark. Oh. It is superb to drive.
Is it? Oh, that's what it is it? Oh, right, so if you're in a nightclub and you pull a girl, she comes outside, I'm sorry it's ugly, but it handles really well. Yeah. She's not going to be bothered by that in the least. You won't pull women like that.
The types of girl I go for are impressed by that.
Right, OK, moving on. Let's have a look at the height of the vehicle. Extremely tall. I'm quite a tall bloke, so you'd expect me to fit in it. But look at this, reverse TARDIS. I can barely fit in.
Listen, you are a physical freak.
My
You're
head's stuck.
6'5½". You've basically just not got your seat adjusted properly.
No, it was just
I'll
wrong
just
way.
Move this around for you.
No, other way. No, Tom, this
That's it
this
for
is
part
not
two.
funny.
Here's what's coming up on the rest of
My
the
leg,
show.
you're going to snap my leg.
That's the point.